know, I don't know how many people are gonna join us. And honestly, I couldn't fucking care less. So, I'm gonna start my fucking Dragon's Dogma review. I'm gonna be completely 100%. First of all, right, I would rate the game a solid 9.5 out of 10. Great game. Now, first, I'm going to go into what makes it a good game, and then I'm going to talk about what makes it a shitty game. So, what makes it a good game? Exploration, graphics, the way that the world functions, you know what I'm saying? Autonomously, or whatever the fuck that word is. Combat is decent, you know? Nothing too fucking crazy. Nowhere near FromSoft level or anything, but I think it's more akin to like Monster Hunter anyways. Like they wasn't going for no FromSoft type shit anyway. I will also say, right, this game is like a combination of Skyrim, Dark Souls, and Baldur's Gate 3. And honestly, it's a great combination because exploration and the immersion of the world, right, is like Skyrim level, but better, obviously, because a lot of time has passed. Class selection makes it more like Baldur's Gate, you know, gives it more like a actual role-playing game feel. I'm not like a huge fan of that, but it's not like a deal breaker either. And then Elden Ring, I would just say like how spontaneous boss encounters happen. You know, maybe like the placement of the way that they come at you and shit. But then it's hard to compare it to, that's why I said Dark Souls, because like, I don't even know. It's like they get inspiration from there and shit, but the combat is so different that it's also hard to compare it. Now, the things that make the fucking game bad. Combat. I'm gonna go right back to that because it's like, bro, you know, I understand you're not trying to dick ride, right? So you're not trying to just do exactly what FromSoft does. But you could have still added, like, for example, more parry abilities or dodge abilities, considering the fact you're fighting these big-ass fucking monsters. Because what that would have done, it would have made you been able to rely less on the multiplayer, NPC multiplayer factor. You see what I'm saying? And I would have liked that a lot more than having to fucking, you know, summon healers and shit because of my class, I can't heal myself and shit. And then, you know, my point initially was like healers, they can't parry. Most classes that cast any magic can't dodge. They can like levitate and do shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and they have their reasons for doing this type of shit, but that's my opinion. On top of combat, right? Microtransactions. So, in order to fast travel, right, you got to get these things called fairy stones, and then you can fast travel to port crystals, which are basically like checkpoints, and they're in like major cities and shit. Fairy stones, right? So you use a fairy stone to fast travel. And then the port stone is where you go. Fairy stones are super rare. They're not rare to the point you can't get them. You can play through the game with it. Like, it's still a great game. But you can literally buy port crystals and fairy stones as a microtransaction. I'm pretty sure of that. I looked into it. I might just be forgetting it. It might have been one of the two, but I know it's at least one. I'm pretty sure it's both of them. And the game really pushes you to do that because it's impossible to like fast travel at the beginning of the game until you locate some fairy stones, which I did within like the first couple hours, but you know, you never know how lucky someone's gonna be and shit. So, I mean, aside from that, shit, definitely if you like Skyrim or if you like Elder Scrolls games, play that shit for sure. If you only like RPG strategy games like Baldur's Gate, Persona and shit, you're probably not gonna like it as much. If you like FromSoft games, play it because you'll probably like it. You'll probably have like a hate-love relationship with it. That's kind of how I am. Like, I gave it a really high rating because just, as a whole, the game is a really good game. Like, it functions smoothly. I'm playing on PS5. I know there were some PC issues going on and shit, but I've had no issues on my PS5 with it. Graphics are great. Everything is smooth, even though I think the combat mechanics are clunky. It's still smooth. You know what I'm saying? How it plays and shit. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely it's not better than Elden Ring. It's probably a Game of the Year candidate. Yeah, I'd say it's a Game of the Year candidate for sure. But it's no Elden Ring. And that's my review on that shit.